People migrate for many reasons, but they all share the desire to build a better life for themselves and their families. That is why they send money home. In 2016, over 200 million migrant workers sent more than $445 billion back to their families. 1 billion people from developing countries, migrants and their families, are directly impacted by these remittances. Every dollar they receive has an enormous impact on their lives. It pays for healthcare, education, food and other needs. At the turn of the millennium, we knew very little about these money flows and did not do enough to harness their potential.
We should never forget that to millions of families in developing countries, these efforts represent their only hope for building a better future.
This is why, for the past decade, the International Fund for Agricultural Development, or GFRID, has partnered with regional and global financial institutions to raise awareness on the importance of these remittances that hardworking migrants send home. Since 2007, biennial forums have been held in different regions, focusing on their specific trends, issues and opportunities, bringing together governments, the private sector and civil society. Over the last 10 years, these diverse participants have advocated towards the reduction of remittance costs. They have shared innovative ideas that have become successful projects and have explored how remittances can help the unbanked access the most basic financial services, like savings and credit, and ultimately investment.
Channeling remittances through the formal financial system can pave the way for financial inclusion, create investment opportunities, and have a significant impact on the economy.
In June 2017, on the occasion of the International Day of Family Remittances, over 350 delegates from the private and public sectors gathered at the United Nations headquarters in New York for the Global Forum on Remittances, Investment and Development, to share research, data, lessons learned and best practices, to stimulate long-lasting partnerships, and to work towards the creation of a more enabling market, particularly in light of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and the SDGs. It is clear that remittances have an important role to play in achieving the SDGs, to reduce poverty and hunger, ensure healthy lives, support education, and empower women. If migration is to become a choice rather than a necessity, we must recognize the impact that migrants have on development and create the conditions for them and their families to build sustainable livelihood opportunities in their countries of origin.
Ladies and gentlemen, according to the New York Declaration for Refugees and Migrants, the Global Migration Compact should be guided by the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. By facilitating financial inclusion, remittances expand opportunities for recipients. In short, I think it's fair to say that remittances allow families to reach their own sustainable development goals.
By 2030, remittances are estimated to reach a cumulative amount of $6.5 trillion. But to harness the full potential of this massive resource, the development community and the public and private sectors need to cooperate to increase financial inclusion and to further reduce transfer costs. This would free up additional resources for investment and development, especially in the rural areas of developing countries where infrastructure is weakest, transfer costs are highest, but where remittances can have the greatest impact. In these poor remote areas, up to half of the remittances received are used in agriculture, an investment that can be more than 3 times greater than official development assistance, and can have an enormous impact on economic development and job creation.
At GFRID, we believe that it is in small towns and villages where remittances count the most. Now the time has come to fully engage with the reality of 1 billion people who either receive or send family remittances. All nations can help leverage the impact of these flows to contribute to reaching the SDGs by 2030. And I know we can do this one family at a time.